all them little games they wanna play. I've been happy on my own.
Good morning, good afternoon, good day. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riding with Bcray. Today, I'm on my way to class in Hampton. We have a class for work that I need to attend, so you get a ride with Bcray today. You might get two. Never know. Depends on how long this ride with Bcray is. But I do want to talk about a few things on my way there. So if you're new to my channel, I am Bcray. We talk about different topics on my way to my destination. Like I said, today I'm on my way to work. And if you like this kind of stuff, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell so you know when I post a new video. And let's get into it. So there's been a lot of stuff going on in the news, right? And I don't want to make this all about news, but there is maybe two topics I want to talk about, and then I do another video for the third topic. So, like, first thing I want to talk about is this Meta and Google case in two different courtrooms. So, people took Meta and Google to court in Mexico. And they took him to court in, I forgot the only place that they took him to. But anyway, here's the deal. In Mexico, they were taken to court because they said that Meta and Google, through their websites and apps and all that, made a place to where predators can come online, talk to kids, and exchange, pictures and things like that with kids. They made it easy and whatnot. Meta's argument was that they put in things to make it a little bit hard. Like they put in teen accounts and they put in all this security stuff to where kids have their own passwords and all that, and then parents still had oversee over what they see and do on social media. So the jury decided that Meta was 100% responsible for that and how they made it, and I think they gave Mexico like billions of dollars, because Mexico is the one that sued. They gave like billions of dollars. I'm gonna get to my opinion in a few minutes. Then second, I forgot what state it was, but people took Meta and Google to court again because actually these cases were going on simultaneously. They took Meta and Google to court again, stating the same thing, but this time they said that Google and Meta made the app very, addictive. The app was responsible for kids' depression and how they feel about themselves. They also said that the app caused the death of a couple of kids due to depression and things like that. So, but they said Meta knew about this through their algorithm and they did nothing about it. Now, at the end of the day, because I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago, or a month and a half ago. I'll link it in the description somewhere. I'll link it in the description, or I'll link it somewhere up here. But here is my thing. That ruling came back yesterday, and they said Meta is 70% responsible for, the death of that child, the depression, the suicidal ideations, the addictive of the algorithm, period. Here's my take on all of this, right? Parents got to bear some responsibility as well. And when I said parents has to bear some responsibilities, because parents has to talk to their kids, right? Well, when I say talk to their kids, like they have to sit down with their kids and talk to their kids about what they're seeing on these social media sites. Like, it is a parent's responsibility to tell a kid, get your you-know-what off social media. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about stuff. Let's What are you feeling when you watch social media? What's going on in your mind? And if a parent builds that, and I'm not just saying as a parent, that's anybody, uncle, aunt, godfather, godmother, whatever. If you build that responsibility with that child and let that child know that you're there to have that conversation with them, they won't rely so much on social media for their outlet. People sit here and you blame. People sit here and they blame. They blame. But where is the responsibility of the parent? Where is that? They said social media is 70% responsible. 70% responsible. Then what? The parent is the rest. To me, I think it is a 50-50 thing. If social media is responsible for it, then the parent is too. Because the parent is the one that plays the role in that kid's life. But most parents do this. Hey, get that phone and leave me alone. And then what do you expect your kid to do? What do you expect your kid to do? Most kids can't have phones in school anyway, so most of that time is spent while they're at home. We have to get out of this thing to where we blame everybody else for our shortcomings as parents and blame ourselves as parents for some of the decisions that we make in regards to our kids. And I know y'all sitting there to be like, but Daryl, you don't got no kids. I don't got kids. I don't have not one kid in the world. I have God kids, and I have a hard time trying to figure out what to do with them. I can barely take care of myself. I can barely take care of myself and my dog than to sit there and try to take care of somebody. I take care of an actual kid. Bro, look, my niece is 20-some years old, and I still don't know how to take care of her. She still drives me up a wall, through the river, and back. But at the same time, we have to be responsible for our kids. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's not social media's fault. And now you got these, and I think most of these parents looking at it's a money grab. Let me find something or someone to blame for my lack of parenting. Let me make some money off this due to my lack of parenting, or I don't know how to parent. So let me blame somebody because my child is depressed. My child's addicted to social media. Let me blame somebody. Let me blame somebody because I refuse to check behind my child to see who my child's looking at and talking to on social media, because they have to have their privacy so much. Predators are there because parents are not looking at what their kids are doing online. Predators are there because parents sit there and let their kids do and talk to whoever they want to talk to. If a parent pays that kid's phone bill, a parent should have the right to see who their kid's talking to. And last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken, Google and Meta set up apps, set up accounts to where parents has overseeing rights on what their child looks at. But most parents ain't gonna do it because they're gonna beg that is my child's privacy. That is my child should have privacy. I'm teaching my child what privacy is. No, you're teaching your child how to hide stuff from you and not talk to you when they have issues, or not talk to you when they don't know something's going on, which makes it easier for someone to come in and take advantage of your kid and talk to your kid, because now they're depressed, now they're sad, because they don't know what's going on, because social media make them feel like garbage, and now someone just slides right in, and then that's how the predators happen. Parents are responsible just as much as social media are. But right there, I'm going to leave that there. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about that whole subject. Do you think Meta and Google is 100% responsible for what's going on with kids when it comes to predators, talking to them online, and are the algorithms so addictive that they don't know how to stop looking at it? And does it cause body dysmorphia, depression, and at the end eventually suicide? Let me know down in the comments. Or do parents gotta take some kind of responsibility for it? Just let me know. We can talk about it down in the comments. The last thing I want to talk about, because we're already 10 minutes in, the last thing I want to talk about is Donald Trump. So last weekend, and I know I'm late with this, but don't blame me. Last weekend, Robert Mueller He was the special counsel that investigated Donald Trump during that whole, I think it was China hoax during the election, right? Or Russia hoax during the election. He passed away. Now, granted, Donald Trump, he already told how he felt about this man. But to get online and state that I am glad this man is dead, that is the most disrespectful, unprofessional thing that the leader of the free world could ever say. This man is so unpresidential, it is ridiculous. This man has no decency and no common sense. Reason why I say that, I don't care how you feel about somebody. You can hate somebody from the rooter to the tutor. You should never be like, I am glad they're dead. That is terrible. But when that Kirk man died, you was trying to lock up people or fire people who talk bad about him. Double standard. A double standard is there. Like you can't pick and choose who you get behind, because there was a lot of people who did not like that Kirk guy at all. There are a lot of people who did not stand for what he stood for, but nobody came out and said, "Oh, I'm glad that man's dead." No one publicly with that kind of power, like the president, just come out and say stuff like that. But people, this is, for some people, this is the man that they voted for. This is the man that they said they want this man to take us into the next 4 years, because most of you just call a spade, did not want a woman running the world. Preferably a black woman. So we're stuck with that orange basketball who don't know what in the world he's doing, and then he's stuck with all these clowns surrounding him, giving him dumb advice. And starting this war is even worse. He's now tagged 82nd Airborne Division to go out and deploy. He has the Marines en route to deploy to Iran. People, this war is gonna go on for a while. Gas prices is $9,000 a gallon. TSA workers are not getting paid. Food prices is $9,000 for a slab for 8 chicken wings, at the grocery store, But this is what some people wanted. And if you ask some of these mega people, they're happy about it. Some of them. Some of them are not. But a lot of these mega people are so happy about it. They're happy about, what Trump is doing and how he's doing and how he's putting America first. But my question to y'all, is he really putting America first? Or is he putting his pockets first and trying to stay president forever, aka dictator status? Let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. I pray every day that our TS workers get paid, because working for free is the most hideous thing in the world. I am a firm believer. If anybody in the government works for free, that means Congress now works for free. That means the House of Representatives now work for free. That means the president loses all the extra stuff he has. All the extra stuff he has. He will lose Air Force One. He will lose all that stuff. You will learn how to live like everybody else, because you're not doing your job neither. If you work for the people and you can't do your job, you need to lose your job or don't get paid for it, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do that we voted you in office to do. But anyway, people, that's all I got for y'all today. Please keep in mind, I love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I'm in love.